Happiness is often seen as the ultimate goal in life, a state of being that many people strive for throughout their existence. But what exactly is happiness, and how do we define it? At its core, happiness can be described as a sense of well-being and contentment, a feeling that everything in life is as it should be. However, the definition varies from person to person. Some define happiness as emotional joy, while others view it as a long-term sense of satisfaction. Philosophers like Aristotle discussed happiness as eudaimonia, or living a life of virtue and fulfilling one's potential, while modern psychologists often describe it as subjective well-being or the positive state of one's mental and emotional life. The pursuit of happiness has been a part of human culture for centuries. It is embedded in our language, religion, and societal structures. Despite the variety of definitions, there are key elements that almost all theories of happiness agree on. It's not merely the absence of negative emotions, but the presence of positive ones, including contentment, fulfillment, and joy. In today's world, people often link happiness to external factors like success, wealth, fame, or romantic relationships. However, this limited perspective misses a crucial point. Happiness is an internal state. While external factors may influence our happiness temporarily, they cannot provide lasting fulfillment on their own. Studies show that our genetic predisposition, upbringing, mindset, and daily practices matter far more in shaping our long-term happiness. One of the most significant truths about happiness is that it is often fleeting. A new car, a promotion at work, or a vacation may bring temporary joy, but this joy fades over time. The real challenge is cultivating a sustainable happiness that comes from within. Rather than seeking external validation or transient pleasures, lasting happiness often stems from aligning your actions with your values, nurturing meaningful relationships, and practicing self-care. The quest for happiness is inherent in human nature. From an evolutionary standpoint, happiness is tied to survival. Our ancestors sought out pleasure and avoided pain to ensure their well-being and survival. Early humans' pursuit of pleasure, such as food, safety, and social bonds, helped them thrive and reproduce. This instinctual drive toward pleasure and away from pain shaped the neural circuits in the brain, making the pursuit of happiness a fundamental aspect of life. Today, however, the pursuit of happiness is often more complex. While we no longer face the same life or death challenges, we are still driven by the need to experience positive emotions and avoid negative ones. Happiness, in this sense, serves as a motivational force that propels us to achieve goals, foster relationships, and find meaning in life. Modern psychology has provided insights into why we pursue happiness. Positive psychology, a field spearheaded by Dr. Martin Seligman, explores the idea that happiness isn't just the result of external circumstances, but also an outcome of cultivating positive traits such as resilience, gratitude, and hope. Pursuing happiness, then, becomes a proactive effort to increase well-being through intentional actions and thoughts. Moreover, happiness is not just about feeling good. It's about finding purpose and meaning in life. Studies show that people who feel their lives have purpose report higher levels of happiness. This sense of purpose often leads individuals to pursue careers, causes, and relationships that align with their values. In this way, happiness is linked to self-actualization, fulfilling one's potential and living a life true to oneself. While society tends to glorify the pursuit of personal happiness, it's important to acknowledge that the journey toward happiness is unique to each individual. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. For some, happiness may come from artistic expression. For others, it may come from helping others or from raising a family. The key lies in understanding your own values, desires, and needs, and tailoring your pursuit of happiness accordingly. Ultimately, the pursuit of happiness is deeply ingrained in our biology, psychology, and culture. However, to find true and lasting happiness, we must look beyond external rewards and start focusing on cultivating meaningful experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. In the age of social media, consumerism, and fast-paced lifestyles, the the pursuit of happiness has been increasingly tied to instant gratification. People have become conditioned to expect quick fixes and immediate rewards. From the latest smartphone to binge watching a favorite show, many aspects of modern life encourage us to seek out immediate pleasure rather than enduring satisfaction. However, this approach to happiness is fundamentally flawed. The happiness derived from instant gratification is fleeting, often short-lived, and ultimately unsatisfying. For instance, while indulging in a favorite food or purchasing a new item may offer temporary pleasure, the excitement tends to fade quickly, leaving us longing for the next fix. Psychologists have long warned about the dangers of seeking instant gratification. Dr. Walter Mischel's famous marshmallow experiment in the 1960s demonstrated that children who were able to delay gratification by waiting for a larger reward later were generally more successful in life, academically and professionally, years down the line. This finding underscores the importance of patience and delayed gratification in achieving long-term happiness. Instant gratification doesn't only apply to material possessions. In the realm of relationships, people often seek validation through social media likes, online attention, or short-term flings. These sources of gratification can be thrilling, but they fail to provide the deeper emotional connection and fulfillment that comes from building meaningful relationships. True happiness comes from investing time and effort in developing strong, healthy, and long-lasting bonds with others. Furthermore, the pursuit of constant instant gratification often results in a lack of emotional resilience. People who rely on immediate rewards may struggle to cope with setbacks and delays. Delayed gratification, on the other hand, helps build patience, self-control, and perseverance, all qualities that are necessary for long-term happiness. The myth of instant gratification can also be seen in the way we approach career success and personal achievements. The desire for quick promotions, fast wealth, or fame often leads people to overlook the value of hard work, persistence, and gradual progress. It's the long, slow climb to success that builds character and fosters a deeper sense of fulfillment. By recognizing the shortcomings of instant gratification, we can begin to focus on long-term goals and experiences that truly matter. Happiness derived from lasting achievements, meaningful relationships, and personal growth is far more profound than the transient pleasure we get from seeking instant rewards. Society plays a significant role in shaping our understanding of happiness. From a young age, we are bombarded with messages about what it means to be happy, often driven by media, advertising, and cultural norms. This societal influence can shape our expectations and perceptions of happiness in both positive and negative ways. In many cultures, happiness is often equated with material success and the accumulation of wealth. Advertising and social media frequently promote the idea that owning the latest gadgets, wearing designer clothes, or living in a luxurious home is a pathway to happiness. While these things may bring temporary pleasure, they do not provide lasting fulfillment. The constant pressure to acquire more goods and services can lead to a sense of dissatisfaction as we find ourselves constantly striving for the next big thing without ever truly feeling content. In addition, society's emphasis on individualism can create a disconnect between people and their sense of community. Many cultures glorify the idea of self-sufficiency and personal success, leading people to focus on their own achievements rather than nurturing relationships or contributing to the greater good. This mindset can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness, as individuals may neglect the social bonds that are crucial for happiness. On the other hand, some cultures place a higher value on collective well-being and interpersonal connections, prioritizing relationships and community over individual success. These societies often emphasize the importance of family, friendship, and mutual support, which can foster a deep sense of belonging and fulfillment. Research has shown that people in these cultures tend to experience higher levels of life satisfaction as they have strong social networks to rely on during times of stress and hardship. While societal norms and expectations can influence our happiness, it's essential to remember that we have the power to define what happiness means to us personally. By rejecting societal pressures and focusing on what truly matters to us as individuals, we can cultivate a sense of happiness that is not dictated by external factors. It's about creating a life that aligns with our values, finding meaning in our relationships. One way to counteract the negative impact of societal influences is to practice mindfulness and self-awareness. By regularly reflecting on our goals, values, and desires, we can ensure that we are pursuing happiness in a way that feels authentic to who we are, rather than simply following the path that society has laid out for us. In doing so, we can break free from the cycle of comparison and materialism and instead focus on cultivating a life that brings us true, lasting joy. Self-acceptance is one of the most critical components of lasting happiness. It involves recognizing and embracing our flaws, imperfections, and unique qualities without judgment or self-criticism. Many people struggle with self-acceptance, constantly striving for an idealized version of themselves or seeking validation from others. This external validation can lead to a cycle of dissatisfaction, as it places our sense of self-worth in the hands of others. The foundation of self-acceptance is understanding that we are all human and that our imperfections do not define our worth. When we accept ourselves as we are, flaws and all, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to meet unrealistic expectations. This acceptance allows us to approach life with greater ease, knowing that we are enough just as we are. Self-acceptance also involves forgiving ourselves for past mistakes and learning to let go of guilt and shame. Often, people carry the weight of past failures or regrets, which can prevent them from fully embracing their present lives. By practicing self-compassion and learning from our mistakes, we can move forward with greater resilience and confidence. Moreover, self-acceptance is essential for building healthy relationships with others. When we accept ourselves, we are more likely to attract people who appreciate us for who we truly are, rather than for a facade we put up to gain approval. Authentic connections are built on mutual respect and understanding, and self-acceptance lays the foundation for these meaningful bonds. Incorporating practices such as journaling, meditation, or therapy can help facilitate self-acceptance. These tools allow us to explore our inner thoughts and feelings, providing clarity and insight into who we are at our core. As we become more comfortable with ourselves, we begin to radiate a sense of confidence and peace, which in turn enhances our overall happiness. Self-acceptance is not about complacency. Rather, it's about acknowledging our strengths and areas for growth while embracing the journey of self-improvement. By letting go of the need for perfection and embracing our authentic selves, we create the space for true happiness to flourish. Gratitude is a powerful practice that has been shown to significantly improve happiness and well-being. When we focus on what we are grateful for, we shift our attention away from what we lack, fostering a sense of contentment and fulfillment. Gratitude helps us to recognize the positive aspects of our lives, even during challenging times, and it encourages us to appreciate the present moment. Research has consistently shown that individuals who practice gratitude regularly experience higher levels of happiness, lower levels of stress, and improved overall well-being. One study found that people who wrote down 3 things they were grateful for every day for a week experienced increased happiness and life satisfaction. Gratitude helps to rewire the brain, strengthening neural pathways associated with positive emotions and reducing the impact of negative thoughts. The beauty of gratitude lies in its simplicity. It can be practiced in small, everyday moments, such as taking a few minutes each day to reflect on the things we are thankful for, expressing appreciation to others, or simply pausing to savor the simple pleasures in life. Gratitude can also be cultivated in difficult situations. When faced with adversity, practicing gratitude allows us to shift our perspective and find meaning in the experience, helping us grow stronger and more resilient. Gratitude also has a profound impact on relationships. When we express gratitude to others, we strengthen our bonds and foster a sense of connection. Saying thank you or acknowledging the efforts of those around us can improve communication, trust, and mutual respect. Gratitude in relationships creates a positive feedback loop where both parties feel valued and appreciated, leading to greater happiness and fulfillment. Incorporating gratitude into our daily lives doesn't require a significant amount of time or effort, yet its effects are profound. Whether through a gratitude journal, verbal expressions of thanks, or simply reflecting on our blessings, the practice of gratitude can help us develop a more positive outlook on life, reduce stress, and increase our overall sense of happiness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present and engaged in the current moment without judgment or distraction. It is about focusing on what's happening right here and now, rather than worrying about the past or future. By practicing mindfulness, we can cultivate a deeper sense of peace, clarity, and happiness in our daily lives. In our fast-paced, multitasking world, it's easy to get caught up in the whirlwind of thoughts, to-do lists, and constant distractions. We often find ourselves either ruminating on past mistakes or anxiously anticipating future events. Mindfulness encourages us to break free from this cycle by shifting our focus to the present moment. This shift helps us become more aware of our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, which can lead to greater emotional regulation and well-being. Research has shown that mindfulness practices such as meditation can have a profound impact on happiness. Studies indicate that regular mindfulness practice can reduce symptoms of anxiety, depression, and stress, while also increasing positive emotions and overall life satisfaction. Mindfulness has also been linked to improved cognitive functioning, including better attention, memory, and decision-making skills. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is that it allows us to cultivate a non-judgmental awareness of our experiences. Often, we react to situations based on our emotions or preconceived beliefs, which can lead to negative thought patterns and stress. Mindfulness teaches us to observe our thoughts and feelings without attaching labels of good or bad, giving us the space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Mindfulness can be practiced in many different ways, and it doesn't require hours of meditation. Simple techniques like deep breathing, body scanning, or mindful walking can help anchor us in the present moment. Even everyday activities like eating, driving, or doing chores can be opportunities to practice mindfulness as long as we approach them with focused attention. Ultimately, mindfulness helps us develop a more balanced and harmonious relationship with ourselves and the world around us. By embracing the present moment and letting go of distractions, we can create more room for happiness, peace, and fulfillment in our lives. Happiness isn't just about feeling good in the moment. It's also about finding meaning and purpose in our lives. Having a sense of purpose provides direction and motivation, and it can help us navigate life's challenges with greater resilience. People who feel that their lives have meaning report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction as their actions are aligned with their core values. Purpose gives our lives a sense of direction and helps us stay focused on what matters most. It's not necessarily about achieving grandiose goals or making a major impact on the world, although for some, that might be the case. Purpose can be found in the small, everyday actions that contribute to a greater sense of well-being, such as nurturing a family, helping others, or pursuing a creative passion. One of the key factors in living a purposeful life is alignment with personal values. When our actions reflect what we truly care about, we experience a sense of fulfillment that external achievements alone cannot provide. This alignment between values and actions helps us cultivate a sense of authenticity, which is deeply linked to happiness. The search for purpose can also foster a sense of contribution to something greater than ourselves. Whether it's helping a community, supporting a cause, or leaving a legacy for future generations, knowing that we are making a difference in the world can be a powerful source of happiness. However, finding purpose doesn't always come easily. It often requires deep self-reflection, experimentation, and a willingness to explore new paths. For some people, purpose is found through career or vocation, while for others, it may emerge through family, spirituality, or creative expression. The key is to remain open to new possibilities and listen to the inner calling that resonates with your authentic self. Living a purposeful life doesn't mean avoiding challenges. In fact, a sense of purpose can make difficult times more bearable as it provides a framework for understanding the hardships we encounter. When we are clear about our purpose, we are better equipped to face setbacks, knowing that they are part of a larger journey. By cultivating a sense of meaning and purpose, we enrich our lives and create a deeper, more sustainable form of happiness. It's a happiness rooted in alignment with our values and a sense of contribution to the world around us. One of the most significant contributors to happiness is our relationships with others. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and we thrive when we feel connected to those around us. Studies consistently show that strong, supportive relationships are one of the greatest predictors of happiness and life satisfaction. At the heart of meaningful relationships is love and emotional connection. Whether it's a romantic partner, family members, friends, or colleagues, having people in our lives who care for us and whom we care for in return creates a sense of belonging and support. These connections provide emotional safety, reduce feelings of loneliness, and help us navigate life's ups and downs. The quality of relationships matters more than the quantity. It's not about having a large circle of friends, but about fostering deep, authentic connections with the people who truly matter to us. Positive, loving relationships contribute to our emotional and physical well-being, while toxic or shallow relationships can have the opposite effect, leading to stress, anxiety, and even physical illness. In romantic relationships, emotional intimacy and mutual respect are essential for happiness. Healthy communication, trust, and shared values strengthen the bond between partners, creating a solid foundation for long-term happiness. Similarly, family relationships, whether with parents, siblings, or children, provide a sense of security and unconditional support. Friendships, too, play a crucial role in our happiness. Close friends provide emotional support, offer different perspectives, and help us navigate life's challenges. The companionship and camaraderie shared with friends can provide joy, laughter, and a sense of community. It's important to nurture relationships actively. This means investing time and energy into maintaining strong connections, whether through regular communication, shared experiences, or acts of kindness. Showing appreciation, being empathetic, and offering support when needed are essential components of healthy relationships. While relationships can bring immense happiness, it's also essential to set boundaries and maintain a sense of independence. Happiness comes not just from giving and receiving love, but from having a balanced life that includes time for personal growth, self-care, and individual pursuits. Ultimately, the relationships we cultivate with others provide the foundation for lasting happiness. By prioritizing meaningful connections, investing in emotional intimacy, and creating a support system that uplifts and nurtures us, we can experience deeper fulfillment and joy in life.